They called him useless. Even his own father lowered his head in shame whenever his name was mentioned. He was the son who could do nothing right. The burden everyone wished had been different. But no one knew that the same boy, the same disappointment, would one day turn his father's tears of pain into tears of pride. He wasn't born lazy. He wasn't born weak. But somewhere along the way, he lost himself. Every exam he failed was like another crack in his father's heart. Every rejection, every mistake was another stone thrown at his father's dignity. Neighbors mocked, relatives whispered, and even friends kept their distance. And his father, a man who worked under the burning sun, a man who sacrificed his own dreams for his child, stayed silent. But silence can be louder than words. His eyes said it all. His back bent lower with every failure, as if the weight of shame grew heavier each day. One night, as he returned home, he heard something that shattered him completely. His father, sitting in the darkness, whispered through tears, "Ya Allah, why did you give me a son who only brings me shame?" Those words pierced deeper than a knife. For the first time in his life, he cried, not for his failures, not for himself, but for the man who carried his world on weary shoulders. That night, the useless son sat in silence, staring at his shadow on the wall. For the first time, he saw not a boy, but the reflection of wasted years, wasted chances, wasted love. And as the rain poured outside, it felt like the sky itself was crying for him. That night, he made a promise no one heard, no one believed. "I will not rest until my father lifts his head with pride." The world laughed when he tried again. They said, "A useless son can never change." But this time he didn't stop. Every insult became fuel. Every tear of his father became his strength. Every prayer his father whispered became the wind that pushed him forward. Pain became his teacher. Love for his father became his power. Step by step, he began to rise. The same boy who once stumbled at every turn began walking with purpose. His first paycheck, small, but enough to bring food home. His first certificate, simple, but proof that he could achieve. And slowly, the same people who once mocked him began to whisper in awe. But his father still stayed quiet. His heart wanted to believe, but years of disappointment had chained his hope. Until the day came when everything changed. He returned home, not empty-handed, but carrying the honor he had once stolen from his father. In front of everyone, he placed his award in his father's trembling hands. And then he did what no prideful man ever hesitates to do. He bent low, touched his father's feet, and whispered, "This is yours, Abba. Every drop of sweat, every tear, every sacrifice, this is yours." The father who once wept in shame now wept in pride. And in that moment, the useless son became the greatest blessing of his father's life. Maybe the world has called you useless too. Maybe even your own family has lost hope in you. But remember this. Your story is not over. One decision, one promise, one act of courage can turn shame into pride and tears into blessings. So if life has pushed you down, rise again, not just for yourself, but for the ones who cry for you, for the ones who pray for you, for the ones who believe in you even when the world doesn't. If this story touched your heart, share it with someone who needs to hear it today.